Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes NFL Free Agency Watch. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Thank you for listening and watching. I want to shout out the 36 subscribed on Rumble, making us the fastest growing sports show on Rumble, and to the 246 subscribed on YouTube. We truly appreciate each and every single one of you. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate the support. Now, NFL free agency, Jesus Christ, it has been going off. I mean, it has absolutely been one of those weeks where I put down my phone for a couple minutes and I pick it up and I've got 105 notifications from Twitter, ESPN, Bleacher Report, and any other app that covers sports news. And it's this person signed, this person signed, this person's cut, this person's cut. I mean, this is, they call it the off season, but there really is no off season in the NFL. And this was just another week that proved it. And so let's get into it because there is a lot to cover. I do just want to go ahead and start with the obvious topic here. The topic that makes us a sports show and makes us comparable to other sports show. We got to talk about Aaron Rodgers and the decision. Now, am I saying this is a more anticipated decision than LeBron back in the day when he made his decision? Maybe, but I feel like with this decision, we all kind of know what's going on. I feel like this is not, what is he going to pick? Because with LeBron, I felt like I had no idea where the hell he was going. I had an inkling he was going to Miami, maybe, but I'm not going to be that guy that was like, oh yeah, I called that shit, because I didn't call it. And this is just a completely different scenario with Rodgers. Not only has Mark Madden, not Mark Madden, I'm sorry, Gutekunst come out and say, essentially, hey, we're excited to see what Jordan Love can do, and Rodgers has been great, we'll invite him back, blah, blah, blah. Mark Madden is the president. He said that. I'm sorry. Trying to keep all of this information in the head, it's been hard, but we are going to keep rolling through it. Not only did the Jets fly out to Malibu to visit Rodgers, but Rodgers gave him essentially his wish list, and it's been talked about constantly because ESPN doesn't have anything else to talk about apparently, because I don't know why they can't talk about the NBA for once and make it interesting, but that's not my issue. It is well known now that his wish list is I want Lazard, I want Cobb, I want Mercedes Lewis, and I want OBJ. That's what I want. Get them there, and then maybe I'll make my decision. No, I don't know about that, but it is known that Lazard, Cobb, and Mercedes Lewis and OBJ are wanted by Aaron Rodgers, so much to the fact that Lazard has already signed a 4-year, $44 million, I believe $20 million guaranteed to the Jets. So, I feel like you don't have to be half smart, honestly, I just feel like you need basic common sense to kind of look at the stars and be like, yo, Rodgers is going to the Jets. Rodgers is there, and that team is going to be completely different with a guy like Rodgers at the helm. That team was firing on all cylinders last year. Rodgers is going to come in. He's going to do his thing. We'll see if that relationship with Nathan Hackett is really as good as everyone says it is, but I mean, Rodgers is going to the Jets. I don't want to talk about it until he does announce that he's going to the Jets, but that's it. He's going to the Jets. Now, this one was interesting to me, I will say. Not that interesting. I just kind of liked this guy going to the Jets instead of Aaron Rodgers just because I felt it was a different fit. But hey, Derek Carr, he gets signed to the Saints. Big. Love it. And I mean, I absolutely love this move, not only for Carr, but for the Saints. I mean, realistically, and even including when Drew Brees was in his last couple years, when was the last time the Saints had a competent quarterback? I couldn't tell you. No, if Noah was here right now, he would tell you Jameis Winston is better than he has shown, and he just needs an opportunity. And hey, I'll give you that. But he's been injured. I'm sorry, he's been injured. And when you're injured, and then they go with the other guy over you, it's rough. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, when they're benching you for Dalton, yeah, they're seeing something we're not. And so Jameis Winston does restructure his contract to stay with the Saints. I like that move for him. He knows the system. If Carr gets hurt, he can step in and hopefully, secure that spot. But this is great. I think Derek Carr is going to go there. I think he's going to try to, I don't know about reinvigorate his career, but kind of remind everyone, hey, last season was a fluke. New coach, new system, new everything. Not new everything. He still had some guys, but that's a completely different system than what he was running. And he's going to go in here and be like, all right, this is something different. This is built around me. We're working with this. I don't really think Josh McDaniels built that around Derek Carr, if we're going to be completely honest, because they had a stacked roster and they didn't do anything with it. They didn't do anything with it, like the Broncos, like other teams, like the Cardinals. I mean, shit. It goes on and on. But Carr to the Saints, big fan. Big fan of the move. Huge fan. Michael Thomas also restructures his contract. Good move for him. Make it more of a prove it, make it more incentive-based. I believe that's what he did. Don't quote me on that. I would need to read more into that. I don't know why I didn't take notes on that of all things. That one honestly just popped into my head. But anyway, next move, this one doesn't shock me because if he was going to go anywhere, he was either going to re-sign or he was going to leave. And Jimmy G goes to the Raiders. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Why do I love it? AJ, why do the Raiders seem more dangerous now? Let me tell you why. All right? Because Jimmy G, he's what everyone hates. He's a game manager. He is a game manager. He will take control of the game. He will throw the ball where he needs to. He'll hand it off when he needs to, and he won't throw an interception most of the time. But no, Jimmy G to the Raiders. As long as porn star Jimmy can keep his head on straight in Vegas, I think he's going to be fine. That roster is ready to roll. Besides Darren Waller going to the Giants, that blew my mind. I'm sorry, that blew my mind. I hate to take the spotlight away from Jimmy, but Darren Waller going to the Giants makes absolutely zero sense to me. I mean, I get it, free agency. They got to do what they got to do. But why wouldn't the Raiders try to keep him there? You're going in with a new quarterback, yeah, but don't you want some help, some consistent help, a guy you can throw to? Yeah, they got Renfro, they got Adams, but I don't know. Darren Waller, I mean, shout out to him. He got paid. I think the Giants are really trying to gear up. They paid Danny Dimes a shit ton of money, so they got to get a team around him and get that figured out there. They got a third for Darren Waller. I do think that's a little low, and also low. I mean, I get it. It's the NFL. It's a business. But on his wedding day, at least wait the next day. Now, don't get me wrong. Probably doesn't help any better in the media, but at least don't make him tell his wife, hey, babe, I got to go live in New York for a couple months. I mean, yes, that's very normal nowadays, and people travel all the time. I'm not saying that it's not, and it's not something they won't get through, but that's just shitty. I'm sorry, that's just shitty on a wedding day. Shout out Josh McDaniels. He learned from Belichick. That is cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. What else is going on? The Broncos. The Broncos have been spending money. Last time I checked, about $200 million this offseason. Shit. Sean Payton is not messing around early. Sean Payton is here. He is here to make a statement, and he is here to show that this Broncos team can win. And yes, it can win with Russell Wilson. Now, do I think the Russell Wilson memes are going to go down by any means? No. The guy is an absolute... He just seems fake. The guy just seems fake. He seems disingenuous. I don't know if that's him 24/7. I mean, you look at the guy, you see what he says. You see what he says in interviews and all that, and I get putting on a persona and all of that, but bro, like, if you told me, like, you can either go a year without drinking and betting and all of that, or you can have a beer with Russell Wilson, I would have to give up gambling. I'm sorry, I would have to. That and drinking. I don't think I could grab a beer with him. We wouldn't get along. Sorry, Russ, if you're listening to this. If you're listening to this, honestly, stop listening to this and start watching more film and don't be calling Seahawks plays, all right? And maybe don't wait until week 16 to have more touchdowns than bathrooms in your house, bro. Come on. What else is going on? Ramsey to the Dolphins. The Dolphins think they got something here. They don't seem to be in the quarterback market as of right now. Rumors, of course, always. There was a short rumor of Brady going to the Dolphins. That Brady then, obviously, he's got a 2-year-old cat or a kitten or whatever for his daughter. Obviously, he can't leave the kitten alone. Obviously, cats don't just run around and just stay away from their owners at all times. Of course, cats aren't self-sufficient and can't just find their food and then go back up in their tree or their little whatever spot. That's a terrible excuse, Tom, but if you're trying to get us off the red herring, we got off the red herring. Unless that was a red herring, then I'm still more interested. But, I mean, this Dolphins, they've already got a track team on the offense, and they're going to have a track team on the defense now. I love what the Dolphins have been doing. They played excellent last year, especially when Tua was healthy. If he can play, he can play. Let the man play. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. What else? Oh, let's just talk about something that kind of upset me. I get it, free agency, blah, blah, blah. Lions agreed to terms with David Montgomery. And that was as of like 2 hours before I started recording this. And that one just still hurts. It just hurts because now I have to watch David Montgomery run all over the Bears. And now the Bears have done okay. Bears have done okay in the offseason so far. I like the move with DJ Moore getting in there. I still think we need a couple more things on defense, but I like what the Bears have been doing. But it's never fun to watch a guy that played for your team then come back to run all over your team. That's never fun. And so, yeah, David Montgomery's going to do that twice a year. That'll be fun. But hey, Ryan Poles. I got to say, bro, Ryan Poles for the Bears, our GM. Shout out, man. You're killing it. You're killing it right now. Absolutely killing it. When I saw the trade, okay, I've been waiting for it. Because there was no way we were getting off Justin Fields. We were going to get out of the number 1 pick. There was no defensive guy, in my opinion. I still need to finish my mock draft and see what's going on. But there was no defensive player, in my opinion, that wouldn't be there, that was there at 1 that wouldn't be there at like maybe 8, 9 to 16. And so I like that move with the Panthers. And we're getting DJ Moore. I'm sorry, we're getting DJ Moore. They just gave up DJ Moore. So not only did the Bears get a boatload of picks to come with it, but they also got DJ Moore, an incredibly talented young wide receiver. Thank you very much. I don't even understand what's going on with the Panthers. I don't. I mean, I guess they're just going to try to rebuild through the draft, new everything. Frank Wright in there. That's an interesting situation. Another interesting situation is the fact that the Eagles have lost almost every other person on their defense from this year. Holy crap. That is going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. I'm interested to see what the Eagles, when we get closer to the season, what their season total comes out to, what the lines come out to, because I think they're going to be big favorites early, especially because the public is going to be like, oh, they were in the Super Bowl last year. We got to bet on the Eagles. And I think the Super Bowl hangover is going to be real for the Eagles. I think it's going to be really real for the Eagles. Not as real as it was for the Rams who said, fuck them picks, but it's going to be a real hangover. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt for the first couple of weeks. So Philly fans, I just want to warn you about that. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why the Panthers are confusing me right now. Andy Dalton. To the Panthers. I assume he's going to be their starter. You're getting the number 1 overall pick, absolutely. But is he really going to back him up? And I'll just be honest. From what I've seen, from what I've heard, from what I've read, from what I've studied, I don't think any of these guys coming out of college right now are NFL ready. I think they're more of that Justin Fields level, where even those first couple games, it was, late in the season, but bro, it looked rough. The game just looked faster to him, and he can't simulate that in practice. And I don't see a lot of these guys coming out of college this year that are quarterback ready. Maybe mentally and football IQ, you look at the kid from Alabama. All right. The name's escaping me right now, and I don't know why. Jesus Christ, it's been a long day. But anyway. What is his name? Drop it in the comments so I know when I read it in the morning, because I'm going to look it up afterwards, but then I'll forget in the morning. So please drop it in the comments. Let me see who that Alabama quarterback is and why the hell I can't remember him right now. Jesus. Noah's going to kill me for that. But no, Andy Dalton, I mean, he'll be a good pro to sit behind a guy who knows what to do in the, behind the scenes, on the field, how to act, how to conduct yourself as a pro. And so shout out to Andy Dalton for continuing his career. He had a good couple games with the Saints last season. But hey, let's get it again. Andy. The new haircut helped a lot, I think. Now, I know there's stuff missing, but Noah and I will be covering that once everything kind of settles down a little bit. Just wanted to hop in here and give my 2 cents on what's going on in the NFL free agency right now. And hey, let me know your thoughts. Besides AJ, you're an idiot. It's obviously so-and-so from Alabama. I thought that was going to help me. It didn't. But Yeah, hey, let me know who it was. Let me know what you think of some of the moves that have been made and what moves you're looking for. Honestly, I'm just waiting for D-Hop to get traded because then I'm going to get a better idea of which way the Cardinals are going and what's going on there. D-Hop will be traded, and I think it's going to be before the draft. If it's not before the draft, I think it'll be on draft night when they maybe figure something out, but I don't know where they would go because they're number 4, excuse me. But hey, thank you guys for listening and watching. I do really appreciate it. And if you really enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate the support. Again, shout out to all of our amazing subscribers. Y'all are the best. We will be back with XFL coverage and March Madness coverage. Of course, it's March Madness, most wonderful time of the year. Also NFL free agency. Let's go. Again, I've been the Brofict One AJ. Thanks again for listening and watching. We'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.